All right, go ahead, Sarah.
All right. Hi, like Kayla said, my name is Sarah Jessic. I'm a leader with Epicure in Omaha, Nebraska. I've been with the company for, gosh, I guess it's 18 months now since we started up, and I'm really excited to get this group of women together. We have Laura, Lori, and Kayla, and they all have different jobs in the service industry, and they have busy, busy lives. But they have made Epicure work for them, and I know that this will identify with a lot of you who are either starting out with Epicure now and you're watching it as a consultant, or who are considering becoming a consultant and thinking about how could this really fit into my life, because, well, you know what, I'm going to let these ladies talk about it because they're the experts. So how this is going to work is I'm going to ask a question and I will let them know when it's their turn to answer, and then we will give everybody an additional question at the end, and then hopefully wrap it up here pretty shortly. If you have questions in the chat, type those in for these ladies. And if we don't get to answer them tonight, then we will put them in the recording in the comments and make sure that those do get answered for you. Sound good? All right. So first question is going to be for Laura S. And all three of these ladies are going to ask it. I'm just going to have Laura go first. And Laura, how did you get into Epicure? The short version.
Okay, so I was with a couple other direct sale companies prior to Epicure, and the last two ended abruptly. And I was kind of just Facebook scrolling and saw that Shelly, who I've worked with previously and with other businesses, had shared something, and I sent her a text message and was like, hey, what are you talking about? That was in July of 2019, and I signed up the next day. So that's how I started.
Awesome. Great. Lori, you are next.
Okay. Well, I actually used to work with Laura's sister. So I started ordering from her in her previous company. And then when she switched over to Epicure, I started ordering from her. I had never hosted a party or anything, and never did a class, nothing. And over quarantine, I was really, really bored. And we had been talking about it. She was like, why not do it now? I was like, okay.
I was on mute. And Lori, and I'll have Laura answer this and get back. Lori, tell us what your, oh, I'm getting sorry. Tell me what your daytime job is.
I have to actually, I manage a retail store.
Hey, Lori, wait, pause. Lori, we're getting really bad feedback only when your line is unmuted. Do you have two options of sound on, or do you have your computer volume on and something else go on? I wonder what's causing it.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I only have the one.
Okay, it's a little better as long as nobody else's line is undone. So we'll just have to go, Sarah, every time you ask a question, remute, and then Lori will go. It's terrible.
Okay. So anyway, I manage a retail store and
I'm seeing, Lori, I'm seeing everyone shake their heads. They can't understand. I'm going to mute you for a second. Okay, yeah, as soon as I mute your line, it goes normal. Okay, Lori, we're going to try something else because literally nothing you said I could understand at all so far since you started, but I want to hear your story. So Sarah, repeat the question, unmute and repeat the question. And then Lori, can you type in the chat and I'll just read your answer if you could do that. Or can I mute the 854 number? Oh, maybe that's it. No, because there's not any, Sarah, there's no sound from them. So they're not causing anything. There's no mic at all to mute. So I think it's just Lori's connection for some reason. So can you re-ask the question and she can answer in the chat?
Yes. Lori, what's your daytime job?
And while she does that, you want to ask somebody else the next, and then we'll come back and we'll circle back and we can read the answers. No big deal. Guys, this is the way 2020 and 2021 works, right? You just go with it and that's okay. But I could see everyone's face, like Shelly Winkers and a couple others of you on here. You were like going like this, like you couldn't understand either. I'm like, okay, I'm going to say something because Lori's amazing and we want to hear what she has to say. So, oh, she already answered. So she said, I have two. I'm a retail manager and a nail technician. Awesome.
All right. And my next question is going to be, or the same question is going to be for Kayla. Kayla, how did you get into Epicure, and just a short background of who you are?
Okay, so I kind of got into Epicure back in April in COVID. I decided to get a little healthier. So I had actually been watching a lot of Kelsey True's, my upline, her snap or Facebook stories. Those really kind of intrigued me to eat healthy. My husband and kids don't really like to eat all of the healthiest. And I love that Epicure had all of the options for me to eat my healthy and them to eat it the way they prefer it. So it just worked good with me being a mom of 3 and my husband who's kind of picky, but it also helped me be able to eat healthy if I wanted to. So I kind of just dug right in. I'd never tried it. I started my business kit and here I am.
And Kayla, what are your daytime jobs? I know you have
My
two.
daytime job is I'm a full-time daycare, and then I actually do cosmetology on the side. That was what I did before I had kids. And so I do that on the evenings and 1 day a week.
Okay, and since you have the mic, we're going to stick with you for the next set of questions. And so, Kayla, what does the job provide for you? You did touch about it a little bit on the nutrition, but talk about the financial side a little bit.
The financial side of it for me, I have 2 jobs, obviously, that are self-employed. So I can't say that I have a paycheck that per se comes in. So with COVID, if my paycheck was low, all I had to do was work my Epicure business a little more and make up that cash. I love that Epicure provides me the flexibility to make more cash if I need to, or I don't know, basically just be able to be flexible with it. That's what I love about it, is I can work it however I need to and see fit in my life.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Laura.
Can I
Yep.
Can I add something there? Kayla, what I love about your story is I think so many times people are afraid to jump into something because they're afraid it won't benefit them, or it'll like cost them money, or it'll be a burden. And what you're sharing is you can still do all the things you love, you're passionate about, and that matter to you, but it really is an asset and you're making money doing it, not spending. And I think that that's really, really cool. But thank you for sharing, because I do think that that kind of debunks a myth or a fear that people have. And also, if you're just joining us, I wanted a quick welcome. I saw a few more people join us. We've got 3 amazing women sharing about their family, career, all the things that they do outside of Epicure and how they still work their Epicure business as well. And the amazing leader, Sarah Jessic, interviewing them.
Thanks. Okay, so we're going to ask the same question to Laura S. now. Laura, before you answer the question too, I'm going to have you tell us what you do for your day job and a little background about you personally, and then tell us what Epicure provides for you.
Okay. I am married to the most amazing man in the world. We have 4 children. We have 3 boys and then a little girl. Our kids are 22, 18, 10, and 5. Yes, I'm a slow learner, but I do love children. And I choose to homeschool our 2 youngest, who are 5th grade and kindergarten. So, you know, that's why I have a cute cow behind me here. So I do that full time. But then my other source of income is working at a men's specialty shop. So we're just a small hometown, very successful business. It's a very small team of 4 people that work together, and we sell men's clothing and jewelry, boots, and all kinds of things. So on the weekends, I primarily work with men, which is very entertaining and refreshing. They are wonderful people to work with and for. Yeah, so that's what I do.
And now what does Epicure provide for you?
So I want to be completely honest with this answer, and it really has never been about income for me. We are fortunate, and so I guess I do it for me. Like, I do it for the joy that it brings me. I really enjoy sharing, like I love doing the lives. I constantly just pop on my page. It's not even scheduled. And I don't care if 1 person or no people are watching me. I really enjoy doing it. And I've been able to do some pretty cool things since I've been with Epicure, with fundraising and what have you. We have a homeless organization in our small community, and I was able to raise a lot of money for that in a short period of time and provide a lot of necessities for them. Me and my two youngest kids that I homeschool, we did a fundraiser for Adopt a Pet, and same thing. I mean, it was just things like that have been really impactful in my life. I have a friend who has breast cancer, and my husband and I were able to make 50 meals for her and her family. So things like that. I mean, of course, the paycheck every Friday is wonderful. You know, it pays car payments and helped us put a deck around our pool in the summer. But yeah, I do it because I like it. I truly like it. So.
And Laura, I'm going to toot your horn a little bit. Laura's a leader with our company, and she's a trip earner, and she's doing that through a heart of service completely.
Thank you.
All right, Lori, we're going to hope your audio works this time, and we'll have you answer, what does the job provide for you? And if it doesn't work on the audio, we'll have you type it in the chat.
Okay, I already typed it in the chat. Is it working? I didn't send it again. I wanted to see.
Nope, I kind of.
All right. Is it better, or do you want me to just send it in the chat?
Go ahead and type it because we want to hear it.
Okay. There you go.
I don't know why it's doing that, Lori, but I just love that you already were ready and are typing away and getting us ready. So I can read it so you get a different voice. Pretend I'm Lori. Her hair is way cuter than mine and her glasses, but I'll try to pull it off, okay? So she said, shortly after we moved to Michigan, my husband lost his job. Finding a job hasn't been easy for him. He's been a substitute teacher in the meantime. Why am I going to cry? Epicure has helped cover some of our bills that my jobs can't cover. I'm also very passionate about health and fitness. I'm a certified personal trainer, and right now getting my certification to be a nutrition counselor, and Epicure fits in with that. I added the word perfectly at the end of that, and that felt natural to say. But Lori, that's an incredible story. And again, if I can just add 2 cents in here, Sarah, I think it's just a testimony to every one of these women is here for a different reason, has a ton of things on their plate, whether it's schooling kids. Right now, Lori carrying maybe more financial burden than she normally did, and probably happily doing so and wanting to be of help and service and being able to do that here. And also just seeing this as what it is. It can be community for you, personal development and growth, the most success you've ever felt in your life, just really owning something. It can be completely service-based. I have people in our organization that give their entire paychecks to good works and charity. And then there's others that need every penny of their Friday paycheck to pay their rent or their mortgage. And I think what's cool is that everyone fits here. So really excited, Sarah, that you gathered these women, and thank you guys again as you answer questions, because you're really helping others see what's possible and just feel validated in either their concerns or just maybe even that I could do this too. So sorry, Sarah, I had to add a thought.
No, thank you. All right, so I'm going to move into the next set of questions, and these are going to be unique to each woman that's talking. So we are going to start back with Laura again. Laura, you are in retail. Were you concerned that the hours wouldn't match your business, Epicure business hours?
Not really, because I know that you literally can do this job in a matter of minutes. So I'm one that wakes up really early. So a lot of times I schedule posts before anybody else opens their eyes or my shift starts. October to January, I do work a ton at the store because again, holiday seasons were really busy, but no, I've never really been concerned about it, just because I know as long as I manage my time properly, there's time for everything. I mean, I'm a good wife, a good mom. I mean, I put all of my priorities in order, and Epicure definitely is one of them. So if it's important to you, you find the time and make it happen. So I was just trying to tell, the gals that I work with, use that scheduling tool. It's there for a reason. So you can have the busiest life and still make it happen. So.
Yes, I agree too. I have a variety of different jobs outside of Epicure, and you're right. It works when you want it to work. Okay, Kayla, you have 2 jobs. Were you worried that you couldn't add something else on?
No, I can't say that was ever really a fear of mine. I'm pretty lucky in the sense that in my daycare, I'm in home. So I have a nap time. The majority of my kids have to nap or have a rest time. So that allows me 3 hours to do if I just want to pop on and do a post or if I want to do all my scheduling, that's the perfect time to do it. So I can't say that timing was ever a problem for me. I knew I would always kind of have time to squeeze it in. Again, it's great that everything can be scheduled. So all I have to do is plan out 30 minutes to work on it, schedule it, and it does its own work for you. So it's pretty easy.
Awesome. Lori, did you see that I sent you your message? You're perfect. Okay, so the question I'm asking Lori is, Lori, were you worried when the pandemic hit that you wouldn't have a source of income? And I will read it. She says, actually, I really was. Both of my jobs center around the beauty industry. If the salons aren't open, I can't do nails. If the salons aren't open, my store isn't successful. We had no idea what the beauty industry was going to look like once businesses were able to start to open again. Sorry. And that was scary. If you're watching the recording and you can't see, my child was poking me in the ear.
I feel like something that we've been saying for years in the industry here in this industry is that this really is income. Now, it doesn't have to be, as Laura was sharing, but it can be, as Lori has needed this year, and there's no shame in that. In fact, we have another leader on the call that she's here to like buy nicer things for her family with no guilt in that. And some people like Sarah Jessica herself love to take her family on a vacation every year, and that's a big part of her why. But I also really want to normalize too. I think again, our industry gets a bad reputation for earning actual income, and these are three hardworking women that again have their priorities in the right order, but can use this as a source of income. So super cool. Okay, sorry, Sarah. I always have these thoughts. I have to add them.
No, I'm glad you do. And I see questions coming in the chat. I'm writing them down so we are sure to answer them. If not, by the end of this Zoom, we will definitely get in touch with you. So the next question is a bonus question, and it's to anybody who wants to answer it here in our three panelists. The people who are watching this are genuinely curious about this job. So what do you want them to know about working this business alongside your other jobs? Anybody can answer.
I will. I guess just the advice that I would give or recommend or whatever is basically you just have to want it. If you don't want it, it's not going to happen. If you do want it, it's as easy as it can be. I mean, I don't look at it as a job, but I mean, obviously it is, but you know, you got to have like goals for yourself. And if you have a goal, you know, whether it be earning a paycheck or connecting with people or eating healthier or whatever your goals are, you can certainly do it with or without another job. So, I mean, but you have to want it.
Absolutely. Anybody else want to pop on? Lori says, no matter how busy you are, you can fit this in. You only have to work as hard as you want to. She has 3 kids on top of her job. It's all a matter of scheduling your time. 100%. I added the 100%. All right, Kayla Troutman, do you want to add anything else? Any more nuggets here before we wrap up the recording?
I'd like to actually give everybody a chance quick. I actually have a couple minutes. Sarah, you did amazing, and panelists, you did amazing at keeping us to a really nice, clean, short recording for people to watch the replay. Amazing job. I'd like anybody else that's on here to be able to ask a question and have the panelists answer it. So I see a couple people like, what about those who don't have Facebook? Any recommendations? I have recommendations, but I wanted to give a chance quick. Does Laura, Lori, or Kayla want to give a quick thought? If you don't have Facebook, what would you do? Some suggestions? I see Lori's typing, I think. You can tell when she starts to type because she looks very focused. Not that she doesn't otherwise, but super fun. And anybody else, do you have a question? You can unmute your line or you can just type it in the chat and we'll answer them now. And just to make a side note, your consultant, leader, whoever invited you, is a part of the Troutman organization. And I'm Kayla Troutman, the global director here, but I didn't want to steal the show tonight. I really wanted this to be Sarah Jessica's idea and her brainchild and the 3 women here featured tonight. But know that you can reach out to any one of us that's on here, or the consultant that invited you is going to check back with you. So be prepared for that and circle back to them if you have any questions too we don't answer. Lori says, no matter how busy you are, you can fit this. We already read that part, I think. I've been in direct sales for over 15 years. We didn't really have Facebook when I started. Yes. Okay, Lori, good. I'm going to build on that quick. If you don't have Facebook, to be honest, you guys, some of my best parties right now during the pandemic have been just a little demo that I like recorded on my phone. And if you're savvy enough, you can upload it to YouTube. Otherwise, you can just send it like a couple of minutes as a video and a link. Like, hey, this is my friend Kayla. She just did this cooking demo for us. I'm hosting a catalog party, or AKA, I guess a link party. And here it is, because we don't want really catalogs when COVID first hit to be passed around. But I do everything and I coach everything from like non-traditional, just pass around a link or mail out catalogs, to drive up tastings right now, to in-home things if you're comfortable. Like, you don't have to have social media at all, or you can use a different platform like Instagram. Email parties, our team has actually been working with a few individuals that are doing that. And I think word of mouth, we still have some consultants who like use their phone, believe it or not, even as millennials, and pick up the phone and call someone and customer care each month and serve their 10 or 20 or 30 clients. So yes, you do not have to have Facebook, and there's lots of ways to do it. And then there's also a way that you could get Facebook and use it just for your business, like not share personal photos and things. And there's a way that you could do it and not get, I guess, bogged down in the social media world. And that's your choice. You don't have to, though. Did we answer that one thoroughly? Whoever asked that, if you want to just type in the chat if that was good. Any other questions, you guys? We've got about 2 or 3 minutes. Anyone? You can unmute your line or type it in the chat. Okay, good. Carrie says, awesome. That was super helpful. A couple of you, I know a few of you, Vanessa's leads are on here that we're considering the business, and a few others. I just want to say thanks again. There's a whole group of you on. Thanks for checking it out and taking the time to plug in. I know it's a busy Monday night, and meals on Mondays are always a struggle after the weekend. And I want to thank again, Lori and Laura and Kayla. Everyone give them a Zoom round of applause. And a huge shout out to Sarah Jessic for leading tonight. Great questions and really bringing different perspectives and different business styles in. Okay, awesome. Sounds good, Carrie. Thanks for commenting. Okay, I see a couple thank yous. Awesome. I'm going to get this uploaded right away and shared in our Discover Epic Living group as a YouTube link. So then consultants, you can share it. I hope Lori and Laura and Kayla that you go and brag on yourselves a little bit tonight for being interviewed, and same Sarah Jessic for doing so. And if we missed any questions, please reach out to the consultant that invited you, and know from the bottom of my heart, as the leader of this group, I cannot wait to welcome you to our team. You will have support from all the way from your global director, all the way through our organization. We just love to help people and love to help you find what's going to work for you and what motivates you and what you need here, and help you find it. So thanks everybody. Have a great night.
Bye.